Welcome, Aquarius. This is a general reading for September 2017 for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so for you guys today, for the sort of general energy of this month, I am seeing a little bit of a deviation from your kind of like normal, this like, I want to say like castle that you've built, or sort of something like that, like this, something that you've built, right, in your life or within yourself, or something that a sort of a system that's kind of set where it is, and it's a little bit of a very personal to you kind of thing I'm feeling, and you're settled in it, right? You're not like, there's not like a feeling of like dislike for this thing. Like it's a very settled, familiar kind of feeling, although it does have a sense of a coolness to it. But that's also because I think it is so familiar, right? And then coming up the side here, we have this I want to say like a gold lining on a silver cloud, even though that seems silly. But it's a much warmer energy, and it's a more it's a little bit different, right? It's involving other elements, other people, new things, kind of thing, coming in and sort of touching that old stable, familiar vibe, right? And then at the pinnacle of the spread is the success card, so that's nice. That's having to do with this idea that things end up working out in the end, right? Objectively, in the very grand scheme, as far as the universe is concerned, kind of thing, like just this sense of like how things work out is how they work out, and you just keep building off of that kind of thing. So that's at the top, so that's kind of cool, and that's sort of like the meeting place, right, between this like sort of old stability that you have in this kind of new thing coming in, this new line coming in to your life. So yeah, I feel like it's a little bit similar to the vibes still that I've been getting for you guys for quite some time. So that's interesting. But there's definitely an element of these things being, it's not like this new energy is coming in and replacing this old thing. It's like it's kind of like moving into it, right? It's weaving itself into it in a way, and it seems not like a terrible thing, right? So let's pick these up. I shall pick them up and lay some more cards and come back with some advice about this. Be right back. Okay, Aquarius. What I'm seeing is that you might run into some trouble where it concerns this new thread coming into your life, or coming into your awareness, or your being, or whatever. If you try to analyze it too much, right, or try to relate it too much to what you already know, or your experiences that have already happened, and that you want to be a little bit more open-minded and open to the idea of things existing in a perfected state already. It's probably an overstatement, right? I'm sure whatever this thing is isn't going to be perfect, but the idea that you don't have to approach it with a sense of necessarily having to relate to it for it to be valid, right? You don't necessarily have to understand it for it to be valid, or valuable, or good, or useful to you, or something beneficial to continue to integrate, or whatever. That you might want to just take it as it is, right? Let it be what it is, and just, I always say just, but, and try to be less judgmental of it, and less, like I said, analytical of it, right? That's maybe not necessary. You can just kind of take it for what it is, and let it come in and see what happens, and see how it fits into what's already going on, right? Just kind of look at it instead of concerning yourself with it heavily, if that makes any sense. Definitely this bottom portion, which is your not recommended information, has a lot to do with being active, right? Being involved, and being concerned with your own point of view, or your old point of view, right? You might want to take this new point of view or this new element and just kind of like run with it a little bit, let it be, and see what it does, and see what it can do, and see what it is, without holding it up necessarily to this continued old standard, because everyone can learn and grow and all that kind of good stuff. And this might be kind of a good opportunity for that, or just for you to be a little more open to something new and something different, right? Or something's new and something's different. And to let those things be what they are. Let them be a little bit contained within themselves, without trying to poke a ton of holes in it and take it apart and figure it out. It a little bit more, you still want to kind of figure it out and experience it, but in a less, like I said, analytical way, more of an appreciative way, I guess, and take it from like a learning standpoint, maybe, or a discovery standpoint. Yes, hopefully that's helpful. And if not, well, I don't know. I'm done now, so bye for now.